Yeah. Torture, motherfucker.
Torture,
What?
nigga, what?
I fucking tie you to a fucking bedpost with your ass cheeks spread out and shit, right? Put a hanger on a fucking stove and let that shit sit there for like a half hour. Take it off and stick it in your ass slow like.
Yeah, I fucking lay your nuts on a fucking dresser, just your nuts laying on a fucking dresser, and bang them shits with a spike fucking bat. What's up?
I'll fucking pull your fucking tongue out your fucking mouth and stab the shit with a rusty screwdriver.
I fucking hang you by your fucking dick off the fucking 12-story building out this motherfucker.
I fucking sew your asshole clothes and keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you and feeding you.
Yo, roll the dice, man, roll the dice.
Yo, so it's going down like that, huh?
Yeah. Yo, niggas,
from the slums of Shaolin, Wu-Tang Clan strikes again. The RZA, the Juzza, old dirty bastard, Inspector Deck, Raekwon the Chef, you guard, Ghostface Killer, and the Method.
M-E-T-H-O-D, man. M-E-T-H-O-D, man. M-E-T-H-O-D, man. M-E-T-H-O-D, man. Hey, you, get off my cloud. You don't know me and you don't know my style. Who be getting down when they come to a jam? Here I am, the Method Man. Patty cake, hey, the Method Man. Don't eat skip, beat Jip or beat the pan. Peanut butter, cause I'm not butter. In fact, I snap back like a rubber man. I be Sam I am, and I don't eat green eggs and ham. Down the hit ya, when the goddamn, you'll be like, oh shit, that's the jam. Turn it up, now hear me get wild. I'm about to blow, light me up. Upside, downside, inside and outside, hitting you from every angle. There's no doubt I am the one and only Method Man, the master of the plan, rapping shit like Saran. Rap with some of this and some of that. Hold on, what? I thought I saw a putty cat over there, but I think he meant to beware of the diggy dog shit right here. Yippee, yeah, yo, like that said, this ain't your average flow. Coming like raw, ooh, Chico. Tell me how you like it so far, baby boy. The poetry's in motion, coast to coastin'. Rub it on your skin like lotion. What's the commotion? Oh my lord, another corn chop by the Wu-Tang sword. Hey, like that. It's the Method Man, ain't no ifs and buts. It's the Method, right, y'all? Get your White House, get your meth, get your skins. Don't forget your orty, and we gon' do it like this. I got fat bags and skulls. I got White House guns, and I'm about to go get lifted. Yes, I'm about to go get lifted. I got myself a 40, I got myself a shorty, and I'm about to go and stick it. Yes, I'm about to go and stick it. H-U-F-F, and I pop, blow like stuff when the cold winds blow. Then soon I hit the mic like boom. Told us all about it like the here and go. Question: what exactly is a penny raider? Ill behavior, savior, or major flavor? All of the above, oh yeah. Plus I do so. Also flamin' the man, call me super. Not an average Joe with an average flow. Do an average thing with average hoes. Yo, I'm super. I make a bitch squirm for my super sperm. Check it. I give it to you raw but naked. I smell sex past the method. Let's get lifted as I kick ballistic missiles and shoot game like a pistol. Clip is loaded when I click bang. A Wu-Tang slump hits your brain. J-U-M-P jump and I thump. Make girls work like pumping Humpty Hump. Wow, the Shelly style is all in me. Child, the whole damn L is calling me. B-A-N-T-Y, R-A-I-B-E-R, mad raw. I don't cry, meaning no one can burn or toss and turn me. Ooh, I be the super sperm. Chim-chim-money, chim-chim-cheree. Freak the flow and flow fancy free. Now how many licks does it take for me to hit the Tootsie Roll center of a break? Beatin' don't sleep, the dude's mad deep.
drop right there. The beat was supposed to drop right there. The beat was supposed to drop right there. I send this one out to my right hand man, or men's, or women's, the whole crew, real fan. We can count the dough or kick a flow or chill out watching videos or acting really silly, yo, but really though, all that could end. Whether at the bar with superstars or cruising in the trooper car, I really don't care who you are. All I really need is a friend. If we can't have trust, then you can't hang with us. We respond to those who show respect with respect. We respond, we connect on the same deck, same intellect. My man, never shifty things quickly if you can't understand. We boys, we can stand on the corner with a hat selling toys. It ain't about your Benz, I hope it ain't about mine, my man. I be dissing in my freestyle rhyme, getting G's around the world. I can trust you with my girl, my man. We chilling at the jam, what's the plan? I'm not a yes man, and none of my friends are yes men or women. I'm driving, I see my peeps, you get in, where you fit in. True friends are quick to sit in the beginning of all trouble. And when your bankroll doubles, Fred Flintstone and Barney Rubble. Still I got my own space like Hubble. We can count the dough or kick a flow or chill out watching videos or acting really silly, yo, but really though, all that can end. Whether at the bar with superstars or cruising in the trooper car, I really don't care who you are. All I really need is a friend. Don't nobody care about us, all they do is doubt us. Until we blow the spot, then they all wanna crowd us and wanna shout us. But you my man from way back, I just got to say that. Acting large, I don't play that, but I can't say that. Where I play at isn't fast paced. A friend can acquire the taste to become two-faced, and that's a disgrace. There ain't nothing you can say to us when the kid you grew up with betrays your trust. When we used to ride the bus, we had trust. Now we cash checks and drive Lex and can't show respect to one of us. Yo, the heads I hang with ain't trying to just get what they can get. Sit quickly backstabbing the click. I roll thick, but only some are friends, really down to the end. My right hand, men and women, mutual support from the beginning. Been in exactly what I've been in. We can count the dough or kick a flow or chill out watching videos or acting really silly, yo, but really though, all that can end. Whether at the bar with superstars or cruising in the trooper car, I really don't care who you are. All I really need is a friend. Back to back, we attack corporate America, getting fees that amount to G's in every area. You my man, I ain't gotta drag you along. You pull your own way, yeah, you definitely got it going on. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bumping, car system thumping. Between the crew, we always got something. But if we had nothing, no frontin', whatever, we still be crew, you and me for you together. Word, fake people ain't worth a turn. They only wanna be your friend because of what they overheard. I send this record to the well-respected friends that I've collected. I hope I am what you expected. Yeah, so check it, so check it. We can count the dough or kick a flow, but chill out watching videos or acting really silly, yo, but really though, all that can end. Whether at the bar with superstars or cruising in the trooper car, I really don't care who you are. All I really need is a friend.
Alright. Peace. And Black Power family. It's your boy Psychopath and your girl Renee. Black Action. Now I mean, with another RBG pill show. What's really hood out there, family? What's going on? Hey yo, let me get some ones out there, family. Let's make sure y'all can hear me clear. Know what I mean? You know, because we got, we want to get in on this a little bit. Know what I mean? You know what I mean? Stick our feet in the water a little bit. You know what I mean? We see it's a little bit muddy. We want to make sure, you know what I mean? But yeah, yo, let me get some shout out. Shout out to Tut was good. Shout out to Twin. Shout out to Pookie. Shout out to Roberta, Mr. Rudd, A. Hamilton, Producer Hack, Faulkner, Albella, Morse. Let's see, who else? Maurice was good. Who else came up in here? Hattie, what's up? Take was good. To Chew, A. Shabazz. Shout out to everybody, G Money. Shout out to everybody else out there might be listening, might come through. You know what I mean? If I forgot you, my bad. King Shango was good. Bernard was good. Sweet Pea was good. Renee, what's going on? How you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You know what I mean? Came across some information earlier this week. We wasn't able to hammer it in our other show. So, we back tonight and, ready to talk about some things. What's good?
Yeah. Peace, y'all. Peace to the chat. Peace to everybody listening. How y'all doing? We're gonna address something tonight, specifically. We're gonna get into this topic or whatnot and break it down. And we're gonna definitely give our input. It's just an interesting situation right now. So yeah, we're gonna get it in. Psycho, you there? So y'all.
My bad, I was on mute. Yeah, I was gonna
okay.
say. Yeah, I was saying my bad, I was on mute. You want to give a skinny on what's going on real quick before I play the thing, or you want to? What's up?
So I'm pretty sure most people probably have heard by now. It may be a few people that maybe didn't hear, because it's pretty recent news in like the past 2 days or so. Like the past 2, maybe going on 3 days now. But yeah, your boy YP, Young Pharaoh, he got dropped by CPAC. And if y'all don't know, CPAC is, the conservatives, one of their conferences that their big conference that they have. And, it's a big deal in the conservative circles. Well, here recently, news came out, like I didn't even know he was supposed to be speaking or whatever. I think it was kind of like grand opening, grand closing type of thing. And they basically had put him, to be a speaker at this event. Trump is going to be the keynote speaker for this event. And whatever the case happened, baby, they dropped him like a hot potato, supposedly behind anti-Semitism or whatnot. I think it's, that, and it's a little bit more to it. But yeah, so basically then, a lot of people have been talking about this. He did a video recently, a stream, I guess giving his side of the story, but it's been everywhere. It's been CNN. It's
been, get into it.
Been everywhere. So
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play this little clip, ultra liberal spot. Some of y'all might be familiar, but popular liberal spot, but they covered this story. We're gonna take a listen and hear what these white liberals had to say about this situation. Let's listen to the white liberals about this situation, shall we? Let's get into it real quick.
The Conservative Political Action Committee, also known as CPAC, has officially disinvited one of their speakers for their goofy annual conference after it was discovered that he pushed vicious anti-Semitic slurs and conspiracies. Now, as a result, this man, Young Pharaoh, has been canceled, which is funny because the Florida event later this week has as its theme, America Uncanceled. Irony. What are we gonna do about this? Now, the nature of what this guy was tweeting and saying on his own programming was pretty awful. So for instance, I'm gonna give you just one example, and this is actually one of the more tame examples of his disgusting anti-Semitism. But he says, there's no historical or scientific evidence proving the existence of Jews or Judaism. It's all a complete lie. Go get the best Jewish scholar you can find and I'll expose religion as being completely made up for political gain 100%. It never happened. And he pushes all of the typical tropes that you would hear from anti-Semitic people. So at that point, CPAC realized, oh, maybe it's a bit of a liability to have him on as a speaker. So they announced that they were canceling him. They did so through a tweet where they write, we have just learned that someone we invited to CPAC has expressed reprehensible views that have no home with our conference or our organization. The individual will not be participating at our conference. And then they decided to wipe him from their website. But they did so in a really funny way because now there's just a blank space where young Pharaoh used to be. And young Pharaoh is not taking this well. He argues this is censorship at its best, all because I said I do not believe in the validity of Judaism and I'm willing to place $50,000 on myself to debate the top Jewish rabbi. Now I'm no longer invited to CPAC. And then he claims that they're being racist and it's a dictatorship. And then he hashtags his own name because that's what cool kids do. But anyway, the tweet that I shared with you guys, by the way, I just really want to reiterate, that was the tamest one. They were so vicious and so vile that I didn't want to really repeat them on the show, but they're awful. They're so awful that CPAC decided to cancel him.
Yeah, once people pointed it out, they still booked him, even though all of the research it would take to realize who this person was is to literally look at their Twitter account, which I understand is a little bit difficult. You would, after all, have to go to his page on the CPAC site to go directly to his website and his Twitter account. But somehow they didn't see any of this stuff. It's not like you have to dig deep or back to 2011 to find this stuff. That's all his stuff is. I would love for them to answer the question, so what of his work was it that you were okay with? What was he producing? What philosophy or whatever, because they call him a philosopher. What was it about his work that made you interested in having him there for this to then make you not interested? How could you have possibly missed that he thinks that Jewish people don't exist? I don't even know what that means. How did you, like, I get that he's accomplished a lot for a person that apparently doesn't know how to turn off the caps lock, because literally every one of his tweets is all in all caps. I don't know if you noticed that. It's not just that one. They're all in all caps. Yep. But this is what they want. They want people like that, and they want them as extreme as possible. But maybe specifically attacking Ben Shapiro, if people point it out, that might get you in trouble.
It is interesting though, because their keynote speaker is going to be Donald Trump. Ugh. Donald Trump has said some pretty awful things about pretty much every group you can imagine. It's just, it is funny. I mean, don't get me wrong. Canceling this speech was the right decision. But let's not pretend as if the event is not going to be littered with all sorts of awful people who have said awful things about minorities and women and people in the LGBTQ community. I mean, it's littered with those
individuals.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's gonna be other anti-Semites.
100%. And so let's not pretend as if this is just gonna be like this, great wholesome event full of wholesome people. But also, like, can we finally put to bed the fact that PC culture, cancel culture, all of that stuff, everyone engages in it. Everyone does cancellations, because guess what? Sometimes you come across new information about someone and you don't want them to be associated with your event. Right? There's nothing wrong with that. That is the right thing to do. Now, that's different from, trying to destroy someone's life over something they tweeted in 2009, because I think people are definitely capable of evolving and changing, but I think it's a case by case basis. This situation though, these are the views that this man holds right now, and he is unapologetic about it. So canceling his speech is totally fine. I just want conservatives to understand that when the other side does it, then they're not bad people. They're just making a decision to not associate themselves with someone who might not really live up to the values that they want represented in their event.
Yeah, forget not being remorseful. He mentioned the debating a rabbi in that tweet, actually. He's totally not remorseful. But yeah, I would say, and maybe it's just a wording thing. When you say that conservatives need to recognize that everyone does it, I'm not interested in conservatives recognizing that. Conservatives know that everyone has things that annoy them or they find offensive. And if they find it offensive, they might speak out against that person, which is also included under cancel culture. Literally just tweeting that you don't like something is, from the right's point of view, canceling, to literally canceling something like this trip. Everyone does that. Republicans know that. What I want is for enough regular people to understand what's going on and to understand the con that's being played, that this is just an evolution of political correctness conversations from the 90s. It's the exact same thing. And it is not, it is pitched to be some sort of neutral concept that we should all be understanding. We should all not react in a knee-jerk fashion, but that's not what the political correctness conversation was about, and that's not what cancel culture is about. It is leftists and centrists saying, hey, maybe don't say hateful things about the LGBTQ community or something like that. That is political correctness. That is cancel culture. Conservatives attacking you for criticizing Christianity or, criticizing the Israeli government specifically or whatever, there's no protection in that. This is not a neutral standard. It is them setting up asymmetric warfare. It is uneven terrain that the rhetorical battle of American politics and society will be waged on. And they already know that. That's why they're doing it. We need regular people to understand that so that it won't be effective anymore.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support.
All right, family. And there y'all go. Now, y'all got to hear what the white liberals had to say. That's the Young Turks and everything, I don't get down with everything the motherfuckers be saying. They be, they stress the LBGTQ. You see how they just kept inserting the LBGTQ elemental P community up in this, like that seemed like that was they, like they had to keep sliding that up in there. Like that's why white liberals get on my fucking nerves. That's why they get on my motherfucking nerves. They always find a way to creep that alphabet soup in everybody's motherfucking meal. Like, stop it, bruh. I don't eat alphabet soup. Stop, man. I don't eat no alphabet soup and I don't want your crackers. All right? You crackers, stop trying to push this alphabet soup. I don't want no alphabet soup or no crackers in it. I don't want none of that shit. All right? My bad. I just had to get that out because that stressed me. I just get triggered. We have conversations without talking about these motherfuckers. Fuck. It's annoying. Anyways, Renee, what's going on? I'll let you go ahead. What's good?
All right, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead, John, read this article real quick. Just to expound on this a little bit more, y'all. Because I definitely got some things to say, and I know Psycho definitely does as well. All right, y'all. So this comes from USA Today. Conservative political conference, CPAC drops speaker over anti-Semitic tweets. All right, so an upcoming conservative political conference featuring an appearance by ex-president Donald Trump. I like how they say ex-president, like they letting it be known. Pulled one of his panelists Monday over anti-Semitic tweets. We have just learned that someone we invited to CPAC has expressed reprehensible views that have no home with our conference or our organization. Said a tweet statement from organizers of the annual Conservative Political Action Conference. The individual will not be participating at our conference. The speaker in question is identified as Young Pharaoh, a hip-hop artist. Anyway, a hip-hop artist and online commentator who has dabbled in conspiracy theories. Dabbled?
Wait, did they just call that motherfucker a fucking hip hop artist?
Yeah, that's what they did.
Oh my fucking god!
But see, they doing that as a way to take a shot. You feel me?
No,
really
I think they just anybody that's popular in the black community that's not an athlete, they just assume they some hip hop artists. Like
no, he is though. He's a rapper. He is.
wait,
for real. Like he's had albums.
Wait, stop.
No, go to his channel and look. Yeah,
man, I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck what's on his channel, man. That motherfucker, man. Listen, I'm supposed to believe because this motherfucker decided to hop his ass in the booth and start espousing motherfucking words out his mouth over a beat. I'm supposed to believe he's some type of. You're right. He's a rapper. He's not an MC. Fucking hip hop artist. My ass, motherfucker.
Yeah, but they're not saying that under the pretenses of defining who's an MC or none of that.
Yeah, I know. I just got triggered. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you get back. I apologize. I just got triggered. Yeah,
they not deciphering like Rakim and so. But anyway, yeah. So CPAC acted after Media Matters for America, a research organization that tracks conservative outlets, reported that among others, Pharaoh, quote, has told followers that Judaism is a complete lie and made up for political gain, which I don't disagree with. And that Jewish people are thieving fake Jews. All right. Young Pharaoh responded by calling the move to remove him censorship at its best. The Conservative Political Action Conference, better known as CPAC, is a high-profile annual gathering of conservative lawmakers and activists. It has helped launch many Republican presidential campaigns, including those of Ronald Reagan and Trump. Young Pharaoh has been scheduled to be one of 6 people on a panel entitled, "Please Check the Number and Dial Again: Doubt, Dysfunction, and the Price of Missed Opportunities." Now, y'all, please remember that. Please remember that. Let me repeat that last part again, okay? Listen closely. The Conservative Political Action Conference, better known as CPAC, is a high-profile annual gathering of conservative lawmakers and activists. It has helped launch many Republican presidential campaigns, including those of Ronald Reagan and Trump. Young Pharaoh had been scheduled to be one of 6 people on a panel entitled, quote, "Please check the number and dial again. Doubt, dysfunction, and the price of missed opportunities," according to the CPAC website. The website, which has since removed Young Pharaoh's name and picture, described him as a, quote, "philosopher, scholar, and musician." The panel itself, not according to Psycho, the panel itself is still scheduled for Sunday, the last day of the 4-day conference to be held in Orlando, Florida. Trump is scheduled to end the CPAC meeting with his first extended political speech since his presidency ended on January 20th. The theme of this year's CPAC is, quote, "America Uncanceled." All right, y'all. So that was just a little tidbit article, whatnot, from USA Today. And like I said, every major quote unquote mainstream or whatnot media site has done like some kind of story on this. From what I understand, he did do an interview with The Hill, which I'm gonna just kind of talk about some of the things he said about that interview. I didn't necessarily want to read it because he claims this and that was incorrect, but he kind of, he did boomerang himself. Anyway, but let me give my breakdown on this real quick. So here's the thing, right? So first and foremost, let me say this. It's hella hilarious that this is supposed to be America Uncanceled, right? This whole premise is supposed to be about the cancel culture and going against cancel culture, and the idea that because you don't like a person's politics or you don't like a person's position on something, that you want to just get them removed or you want to get them deplatformed. Well, that's exactly what they did to him. They removed his platform in terms of CPAC because there was supposedly some heat from Media Matters. Now, from what I understand and, just doing some of my research, supposedly Media Matters is funded by some Jews or whatnot. And, they put in on this or whatever. Now, he claimed that it was George Soros and honey and all of this other stuff. But here's the thing, though. If the Republicans take a stance to say, hey, you know what? We want freedom of speech. Ain't that what Trump always talked about? We want freedom of speech. We want for people to be able to say what they want to say. We know that Trump got taken down off of Twitter and damn near every other social media site. We know that a bunch of them conservatives also got taken down off of a lot of social media sites. So if you're going to be anti that, then why in the hell would you cancel young Pharaoh, regardless of whether what he said you feel was anti-Semitic or not? It's supposed to be about going against cancel culture. So if anything, you should have him up there representing, saying, hey, well, he might have said this or that, but we're not canceling him. Because remember, canceling people, that's a liberal concept. That's what liberals do. That's what Democrats do. We don't do that over here. Conservatives don't cancel nobody because we don't like something they say, which is BS, by the way. They'll cancel your ass real quick. And you see what happened to him. So I find that whole thing pretty hilarious. And also you got Trump being the keynote speaker, and he's chomping at the bit, y'all. He's chomping at the damn bit because since he's been deplatformed, he ain't been able to go on his little Twitter rants and Twitter tirades. So he gonna use CPAC as an opportunity to speak his speech. He gonna use that as an opportunity to say everything he's been wanting to say this whole time. So that speech is gonna be, honey, people gonna be tuned in, okay? Because he's a damn fool. Now let me get to the young Pharaoh, the real part of this to me. When I saw this, I laughed. I was cracking up. I thought it was hilarious. And the reason being is, excuse my French, but young Pharaoh thought shit was sweet. Now, this is a man who for the last year, especially longer than that, let's be clear, but for the last year has gave a huge push to Trump. He's done these private lectures or whatever. You got to pay $24.95 or something on his site to see about these indictments, about QAnon. Because see, that's one thing they kind of touched on it, talking about dabble. No, he does more than dabble, but we're going to get there. But anyway, so over the last year, he's pushed all of this stuff, sealed indictments on these celebrities, the child sex pedophile ring and the deep state, and they gonna expose, Trump is exposing the deep state. Trump ain't exposed a motherfucking thing. This man was in there 4 years and ain't exposed nobody, ain't been no damn mass arrest, ain't been no damn court march. They was saying all kind of stuff was gonna happen, y'all. Military tribunals and all of this other crazy stuff. And ain't nothing happened, ain't a damn thing happened. He did not get to remain president. All of this was some QAnon BS that me and Psycho been talking about for the longest now. So he thought he was down with the program because see, when coronavirus hit, he had started doing a lot of stuff about that. And like I said, he had already been doing this stuff on these, quote, sealed indictments and all of this other QAnon stuff. So he used that as a springboard. That's how he was able to get something like 300,000 subscribers or better in a very short window. I'm talking about within a month period of time. Like, he got that many subscribers, and overwhelmingly it was white. So you saw a transition from him, even though he was speaking all of that pseudo stuff, right? It was still mainly black people that was rocking with him. We know he's, been affiliated with SETI for some time now. And so it was mainly black people rocking with him. But over this last year, it was a huge change. All of a sudden, it's white people filling up the comment section. All of a sudden, it's white people in the streams. All of a sudden, the rhetoric started changing and shifting, right? And it's about this righteousness, right? Like Psycho did that video a couple years back, pro whiteous, right? This idea that it's not really about color, even though he still tries to put the color thing in and put race in there. He still tries to give this other side to it where I'm working with whoever's righteous. I don't care what they color is, whoever's righteous, I'm down with them, right? So he did that so that he could encompass those people and not look like he was being a hypocrite, which he is. But so he could get their money, and he could always tell those white people, well, hey, I'm not talking about y'all. Y'all righteous people. Y'all patriots. All of a sudden, he was down with this patriot stuff. All of a sudden, he was rocking with that. That was good. That is 100% anti-African, which supposedly was his stance. So you saw this change happen over the last year. And I was saying to myself, it's going to be interesting when the other shoe drops. It's going to be real interesting what happened. And see, what the deal is that many people know now that the real money is on the conservative side. The real money is over there with Diamond and Silk, Candace Owens, right? Larry Elder, who we was talking about the other night. That's where the money's at. See, the money we already know ain't in no real black power. We tell people that all the time. When people try to come and tell us, y'all ages or y'all, black power people be trying to hustle. Are there black power people who hustle? Sure. But that's not where no real money's at. The real money is with them white folk, because they always looking for a black mouthpiece puppet that they can prop up, that can admonish black people, they can put black people in their place, and they can hide behind that black person. And so he was that for them. You have to understand, it was an election cycle. They're looking for people to seal the deal for Trump. And they know if we can knock off enough black people from being Democrats, from voting Democrat, and get enough of them either to not vote at all or to vote for Trump, then we in there like swimwear, right? Because they already saw how things were trending. They saw that in 2016, especially black men, that a lot of black men trended more toward Trump. Now, I mean, overwhelmingly, the numbers still went for the Clinton or whatever, but it was a significant change. It was a significant difference. So they wanted to capitalize off of that coming into the 2020 presidential election. So especially if you can get young black people, especially young black men, if you can get them on your team, if you can get them over there being pro-Trump, they know they had a much better shot at Trump securing a second term. So they utilize people like young Pharaoh. They use people like King Face, who are supposed to be these thug conservatives, who are supposed to be able to speak the language of the street, who are supposed to have had a hard luck story, being locked up and being in gangs or whatever like that, and they're endorsing Trump. Therefore, they think other young black people in that same position will then hear it out and be like, maybe I should get down with Trump. So that's what they use young Pharaoh for all of this time. And I think he really thought like, okay, I'm really gonna be able to get this money. I'm really gonna be able to do this, because everything that he supposedly spoke about years prior, it was absolutely contradicted by him going for Trump. How in the hell do you ever support the American government if you're so much against it? If you've been against it all this time, now when Trump come along, all of a sudden you down with the government? Because I want you to know, honey, the president is the government. So it's no breaking, it's no separation there. Then you got this white man who has a long track record of his race, of being racist. We already know what white supremacists are. We already know what it's all about. And he gonna sit here and endorse this man and tell black people that if anybody harmed Trump, we riding. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. He had to say it probably in about the spring. So yeah, it's coming up on a year. And he said that. And I'm like, we riding? Who you talking about riding? And at the time, he called himself talking to black people when he made that statement. So this goes to show you, this has been a process in the making all of this time. He knew what it was. He thought shit was sweet. He thought everything was going to be cool. He'd be able to keep getting his money. He had these different white people coming on the platform and doing interviews with them, and was so respectful. It's some white dude, old white dude, who I think knows Trump or whatever, and he has some leverage within the conservative movement or whatever. And I remember seeing a video or a stream, and he told young Pharaoh, he said, if you had the opportunity to speak to Trump right now, give me your pitch of why he should hire you or why he should deal with you. He put this man up on the auction block like he was a slave, and had him basically sitting up there tap dancing, talking about if I'll handle. Basically what he said is he'll take care of black people. He said, let me handle that. Let me I'll get at them for you. I'll deal with all of this for you. And what I cannot understand and conceptualize is how so many black people who are supposedly pro-black are still alive with him. Still alive with somebody who's trying to sell black people a politician, a corrupt politician, a racist ass, white supremacist bastard who not gonna do a damn thing for black people, just like Biden. So you can identify all of this about Biden, but you can't identify it about Trump either. And he used all of this conspiracy stuff. He used all of that. I honestly don't think he rocks with a lot. And then what was so funny is in his response later, he tried to act like he don't even know how to pronounce QAnon, like he don't really know nothing about it. But dude, that's one of the ways you came up. You was pushing all of this rhetoric. You was pushing the coronavirus, fake stuff about coronavirus. You was pushing all of that. You was pushing these indictments with QAnon. You did all of that. So now you trying to backtrack when you get called out on it? And it's not just about no damn mainstream media. No, your conservative homeboys and homegirls drop you like a hot potato. I don't give a damn about no Media Matters group said this. No. The conservatives said, bye-bye. The conservatives said, you got to go. The conservatives said, young who? We don't know who that is. They got dumb real quick. And see, when will black people ever learn? When will we ever learn that, listen, if something go down, you gonna be the first to go. Your head gonna be the first one on the chopping block. They got freaking Congress people that are down with QAnon. And you mean to tell me conservative Congress people down with QAnon, and you can't have this dude speak at this conference? You can't have him speak, and y'all got people that's elected into office that y'all support, that y'all hold down? Really? And we know amongst the conservatives, and I don't even really like using this term, because I do agree with him on the premise of what he was saying. But you got hella conservative people that are anti-Semitic. Just case in point, right? Case in point. This year at CPAC, they're going to be honoring and paying tribute to Rush Limbaugh, right? Well, Rush Limbaugh was dinged before for being anti-Semitic. He was called out. The Jewish people said he needs to apologize to them. So if y'all so much against anti-Semitism, why would you honor somebody who was deemed by Jewish people as being anti-Semitic, whether he died or not? If you against anti-Semitism, you against it, period. So this thing is bigger than just the anti-Semitic part. I think that's a portion, if you will, that he said that. But I also think that it's his affiliations with people like SETI or things like that. I also think that just in general, he might have kind of snuck through and knew the right people who kind of put his name in there, because he said he didn't ask to be a part of it. Somebody he knows, he didn't name them because he ain't gonna call out them white folk. But they are the ones who kind of got him in the mix. But the thing about it is that, you know, being a coon, being a tool for them, it's a temporary job. It's temporary. And it don't last forever because they're going to be on to the next one. That dude, King Face, he's dead and gone. Then people don't give a damn about him. But highly doubt that them people gave money to his family, because I think he had children and everything else. They don't give up. Okay, who's the next nigger up? Who's the next quote thug nigger we're gonna use now? So I guess since King Face was out of here, they put young Pharaoh up to speak at this thing. So now that he's out of there, it's gonna be the next one up. Next man up, as they say. That's all it is. They don't care about you as a person or whatever. They don't rock with you like that. And everything that you do, all the self-aggrandizing, in their head, they laughing. They're just looking at what they can get from you. And if you can help to deliver Black people to them, and if you can help to go at Black people and attack Black people and put Black people down and they can hide behind you, then that's all it's about. It ain't about you being so smart and a scholar and a philosopher. So you get hyped up when they giving you these titles like that's somehow significant. It's not significant. These people have no standards. Their standards change depending on the circumstance. So if they want somebody to be down with for their purposes, they'll use you. Because any other time, if they saw a Black man that looked like young Pharaoh, they crossing the street, they grabbing their purse, they don't want nothing to do with him. He's a nigger, he's a monkey, he's a gorilla, he's everything else in the book. Especially having, his past and stuff that he's been involved with. Oh, he's the scum of the earth. But because they can use you, because you're pushing all of this conspiracy rhetoric, because you're pushing the things that they want you to say, because you getting after Black people, then hey, it's all good. Hey man, yeah, come and speak on our panel. Now, I mentioned to y'all to hang on to what he was supposed to be up there talking about, right? So young Pharaoh had been scheduled to be one of 6 people on a panel entitled, "Please check the number and dial again. Doubt, dysfunction, and the price of missed opportunities." Now on his response stream, that's what he said. I was supposed to be there talking about how Black people miss their opportunities. See what I'm saying? That's all that Black conservatives are there to do, is attack Black people. You are not there to be functional in any other capacity. And the fact that he was on that stream I was just telling y'all about, what a white dude asked him to basically pitch himself to Trump, that's what it was all about. His whole spiel was about, I'm gonna get at these Black people for you. His spiel was not about, hey, I want to develop my own business and organization that's larger than what I have going now. This will be a great springboard for that. I want to get into the political realm. I'm a, young, intelligent person. I think I can be a valuable asset in that way. No, it was about, I'm going to get at these niggas for you. That's what it's about. It's about nothing more. Just like the Candace Owens of the world. Every time something happened with Black people, with George Floyd's death or whatever, they got to roll these people out so they can come and tell Black people about themselves. They got to roll these people out so they can get at Black folk. They didn't let Candace Owens speak at the Republican National Convention, now did they? Of course not, because that's not what she's there for. You know what you're there for. That's why she got to sit up here and instigate fights with Cardi B. Not that Cardi B's Black, but you know how people try to do. But that's what she's there to do. You see, honey, you're not here for no substance, honey. No, sweetie. You don't bring no substance to the table. You's a mammy for us, and you gonna do what we say do. And the same thing with young Pharaoh. You're gonna do what we say do, and you better get at these niggas. While these are the same people trying to sell to you, it's not about race. While these are the same people trying to sell to you, oh, MAGA's about all skin tones. It's about all races of people. It's the Democrats, it's the liberals that are racist. Well, you got that right, but so are y'all. Like, where do people get this idea that they can call it on one side so you can see it crystal clear on this side, but not on that side, when it's both of y'all? So at the end of here's my thing on it, right? I don't feel bad for him at all. And he said he don't care, whatever the case may be. But see, the heat is hot right now. It's hot right now. Cause see, you don't know how these people do. Well, you should know how they do, because you may be deplatformed, you may get your verification revoked. Oh, all kinds of things that these people be having up their sleeve. And see, this is exactly why you can't work with them, and you shouldn't have ever tried to work with them. That's what I can't understand. Why would you even be in the midst of these people? For what? You getting more black people for Trump is for their purposes, not for yours. How in the hell is it you occupying the same space with openly known white supremacists, white nationalists, overt Proud Boys, overt Oath Keepers, these people we know racist as hell, people that's repping the damn Confederate flag? That's the people that you rocking with. You with the current party. You know how they love to say that the Democrats are the party of the KKK or whatnot. But boo-boo, the current party of the KKK are the Republicans. Like, how did y'all step over that? How do you occupy space with these same people? What did you see happen on January 6th? They ran up in the motherfucking Capitol with Confederate flags. Do you hear me? And we all know what that represents. That represents you in bondage. That represents the enslavement, rape, brutalization, lynching of our people. And these are patriots? This who you rock with? And then people will get this dumbass response, in my opinion. Like, when you point out stuff like that, well, I'd rather know they racist out front. How about you don't with none of them? The ones that's covert or overt. Why would you want to with a covert racist, right? Then why would you want to with an overt one? They gonna have your best interest at heart, whether they outright with it or not. They still ain't there for you. It's about what you can do for them, how you can serve them, because ultimately they have more wealth and resources behind them. They have more power within the system, and it represents them way before it's gonna ever represent you. So this is not no level playing field. It's not no equality there where each of you are helping each other. No, you're not. They up here and you down there. And you better make sure you get these niggas in. That's what you better do. And if you don't do it, you out of here that quick. We owe you nothing. So no, I don't feel bad. It's racist. Yeah, but you're running with racist though. Like what? Like you running with racist though. So how do you talk about something racist and you running with race? Just like I said, y'all can see with the Biden, when Biden got on there and he was talking all that to them black people. Y'all can see that, but y'all can't see this other stuff. That's why I see it all. That's why I don't mess with no political party, no politicians, none of that. None of that. Because it's all the same thing. It's two sides of the same damn coin. And at the end of the day, people who support certain people, you got to ask questions. Well, why are you rocking with them people though anyway? Like, why are you rocking with them? And what is your purpose with them? What is it you're supposed to be doing for them? Because you got to be doing something. Then let me say this real quick on the COVID thing, right? A lot of this misinformation. Then he turned around and act like he didn't really know what it, and played some video that was not what he said it was. I'm just so confused. Because it's like a lot of people want to be lied to. A lot of people and at the end of the day, there's a strong desire, even amongst black people who call themselves woke, which we know that's been made to be something totally different. than it originally was. But there's still a strong desire amongst so-called woke Black people who still try to consider themselves pro-Black. There's still a desire to be accepted by white people. It's still a desire to work, quote unquote, with white people. Honey, let me tell you something. You never work with white people. You work for white people. When will y'all understand this concept? Somebody told me the other day that, well, Fred Hampton worked with white people. Don't you ever fix your mouth to make no comparison between him and Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton was a genuine person. And I don't agree with everything that Chairman Fred Hampton, we talked about that when we did the movie review. I don't rock with some of this coalition stuff. I don't. At the time, he thought that would be his best route, but he was genuine to his love, his care, and concern for Black people. His goal was not to admonish Black people in front of white people. His goal was not to attack Black people at the behest of white people. That's not what Fred Hampton did at all. At all. He said Black power for Black people, white power for white people, whoever power for whoever. But this should be Black right here. And that's what he organized around on the basis of the police brutality and other poverty issues that was going on in communities affecting different people. But it was not about, I'm going to get at Black people. I'm going to scrutinize Black people. I'm going to talk about Black people in front of the white man for some coins. It wasn't about that at all. Not at all. So don't ever try to make some comparison that these two things are the same. No, they're not the same. And I think, with as young as Fred Hampton was, he may have eventually come around to a different understanding of some of these things. So we have to understand that too, as brilliant, as dedicated, as genuine as he was. In certain things, though, that he may have later evolved about in terms of thinking there could ever be coalitions with some of these other groups. Because essentially Black people are at the bottom. And there's nothing in common with these other people because they don't see themselves having anything in common with us. They see themselves as being better than us. So how can you align with people who see themselves as better than you? So yeah, I'll throw to Psycho on this note. Baby, Black people, please understand something. You don't work with white people. You end up working for white people. You cannot do it. This has to be our community. It has to be Black from top to bottom. Like Malcolm X said, when you follow the money, when you got these Black organizations or Black leaders or whatever, and they're being propped up and paid by white people, that's the problem. That's a red flag, and you need to be out of there. You need to be out of there. So it's no doubt who's funding who's doing what. Because these people wanted his services. They wanted him to get, more Black people over to Trump so Trump could win. It wasn't because they can't have any concern for Black people. See, they will tolerate anything long enough to get what they want. I could go on and on, but I'm gonna pass the mic to Psycho.
Renee didn't leave a whole lot of meat left on the bone, but actually, we've always, for at least for the better part of, like 3-4 years, motherfuckers been getting on this clown. This dude's a fucking complete clown. Let me just say this. Where, I bang on this weirdo on a regular basis, called him out years ago. First thing I did was called him out on his pseudo-ass bullshit information. His motherfucking cause he been on his QAnon shit. Let me tell y'all motherfuckers this. He was on that QAnon shit before Negroes even knew a QAnon even fucking existed. He been in this conspiratard lane. He been one of these motherfuckers. I've been having to debunk his shit for years. For years, motherfuckers come bringing their asses around me, regurgitating some of this silly ass, cooked out fucking philosophies and alien talk and the Anunnaki and talking this old little talking about the whole black woman is God stuff and trying to like anything like you don't know how much pseudo ass knockoff Dr. York, fucking Alex Jones, fucking jailhouse scholarship I had the motherfucking smack around that flew out of this Negro's mouth. That motherfuckers came back around me trying to regurgitate. Like I don't know what, like I don't know these motherfuckers getting this shit from some fucking kooky ass weirdo. Like stop fucking playing with me, son. Like this motherfucker, I've been slapping this motherfucker's information around, been doing that. And then this motherfucker just started, and I've been telling motherfuckers, why y'all motherfuckers following this motherfucker? Like this motherfucker does nothing but regurgitates these white supremacist fucking information. Motherfuckers like, no, he got this on his own. He did his own independent research. He's for the people. He's doing this for the people. Man, this motherfucker doing this shit for a fucking check. This motherfucker doing this shit for a motherfucking check. Let's stop fucking playing. This motherfucker pseudo as fuck, regurgitating all this sick ass, silly, white supremacist fuck shit. And y'all motherfuckers, because y'all don't be on these 4chan websites, because you motherfuckers don't be on Reddit, because you motherfuckers don't be on 8chan and all these other little weirdo fucking kooky spots, y'all think this is his information. He came up with this shit off independent research. Man, they take one Google search they take one fucking search on InfoWars to find all his fucking material. Are you shitting me? That's like saying these gender bangers do their own independent research. Man, all they do is go to fucking World Star Hip Hop. All they fucking information comes from World Star Hip Hop. All these stories come from World Star Hip Hop. Say they ain't no different with this weirdo. You want to find out where he get his material from? Just go to InfoWars. Let's go to InfoWars, motherfucker. You can beat him to it. You know what I mean? Get that shit out, uploaded before him. Steal his fucking views. That's what y'all should do. And actually, don't do that. Leave that bullshit the fuck alone. That's what y'all motherfuckers need to do. But at the end of the motherfucking day, and then this motherfucker, I was like, yo, this motherfucker's a fucking coon. This dude's a fucking coon, dog. He ain't even pro-black like that. All that motherfucker do is take is shit on black people and big up white people and they fucking information. Listen to this motherfucker talk. I'm like, y'all not listen to this motherfucker? Like, people be thinking because a motherfucker's black and talking some kooky ass spiritual shit, these motherfuckers ain't no coon. Man, these be the biggest coons. Are you shitting me? I'm listening to this motherfucker. This motherfucker sits there, boy. He makes so many excuses for white people and talks about black people in such vile, disgusting manners. Fucking that little white European chick up there talking about how vile that fucking that Jewish motherfucking tweet was and all this stuff. Man, that wasn't shit. You see what the fuck he talk about black people? That wasn't shit. He actually was respectful in that motherfucking tweet if you want to keep it a buck. Now, if I'm keeping it up, let me take a time out real quick and just keep it a buck real quick, right? The motherfucker ain't say no wild shit in that motherfucking tweet. He challenged motherfuckers on their motherfucking theological views. That's fair game, motherfucker. You can challenge a motherfucker on their theological views. You white liberals challenge these Christians on their theological views all the fucking time. Can we keep that a fucking buck? Y'all motherfuckers will attack the fuck out of that Bible. Now, I ain't the one to complain about motherfuckers flapping on that book of excuses. I delve in that sometimes my motherfucking self. But to hear you weirdos, in turn, get offended because somebody challenged these Judean people on their theological views is laughable. Coming out of your motherfuckers' mouths. You motherfuckers got some fucking nerve. So you can bang on the Bible as long as it's about Christians. But if you bang on the Old Testament, banging on the small hats, oh no, you done took it too far. Oh, now you done took it too fucking far. That's too much. I mean, it's like, oh, motherfucker, what the fuck did you just say? Did you just challenge the Bible? Did you just challenge the chosen people of the Bible?
Oh, shit.
Them motherfuckers, man, listen, they lose their shit. Right? Now, all that being said, right? You know, so, and like Renee said, Renee touched on it, you know, it's also laughable that they got an issue with him, with his alleged anti-Semitic tweets, because I hold the position that was not anti-Semitic, but whatever. You know what I mean? But let's play their little silly game and let's say it was anti-Semitic, right? They got a huge issue with his anti-Semitic tweet, but yet they will defend the fucking Capitol rioters, white supremacists, who are all known to be anti-Semitic. You have motherfuckers rushing the Capitol with that 1488 fucking tattoo. That's a straight Nazi fucking code. You had Nazis up in there, Klansmen, everything else. These motherfuckers are all known anti-Semitic motherfuckers. Well known. It's documented. They'll fuck with them. But young Pseudo took it too far. I got you, motherfuckers. Now, with all that I just said, and I meant everything I just said, that coon ass nigga gotta hold his own motherfucking nuts.
Coon alert.
He gotta hold his own motherfucking nuts. I don't give a shit what they do to that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what the fuck happens to these fucking coons. None of them. They all gotta hold their own shit.
Coon alert.
They have to hold their own shit. Because I remember what this motherfucker done said. Renee done chewed on it. But yeah, I done made a whole video exposing this weirdo's love for white people. Maybe some of you motherfuckers missed it. Maybe you're new to the channel. And maybe you motherfucking missed it. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the motherfucking video right now to remind you motherfuckers who it is, who this motherfucker is, so y'all know it ain't time to put the cape on. Let this motherfucker handle this shit his motherfucking self. Let's get into it, shall we?
With that being said, you know, we're not going to allow black people to become once again stagnated by, you know, the tremendous amount of ignorance and, you know, monkey ass nigger behavior. Monkey ass nigger behavior. Monkey ass nigger behavior. Monkey ass nigger behavior.
And he called black people monkeys.
And they still have a niggerish mentality. Now, let me prove my point. Niggas is out here talking about young Pharaoh had the police at his lecture, and they're trying to use a police officer being present at my lecture as a means to try to say that's exposing me.
Nah, we good. No,
I got you.
Spin off.
Man, fuck all that.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the
Now, mind you, and this was a beautiful officer. You know, beautiful officer, beautiful officer, beautiful officer. And he was black at that. And so that being said, this is the point I want to make, right? Beautiful officer, beautiful officer. Now, this is some broke bum ass, you know, and we not saying money mean nothing, but nigga, this is some broke bum ass. Look at this nigga. This nigga outside a grocery store doing an interview, harassing people. See? And now who channel is this? Baba TV. That's Sinetta Man. Now, I'll be damned if this nigga don't shout out Sinetta in this video. This is the bum ass nigga who pulled up, stunt bus, and almost got beat the shit out of and spent out the lecture like a bitch. And so niggas on the internet chasing fucking views. I don't even think this nigga is psychologically, you know, all there. Now watch this, family. Listen to this nigga. Listen to this nigga.
You know what I mean? What's the new year for the Caucasian monkey?
Now, okay, he calling white people monkeys, Caucasian monkeys, right? Mind you, why though? Why? See, this is what I don't want to be associated with. Let me prove my point before I go. Why are you just outside for no reason making racial remarks? What? That's not conscious. That's not right. That's hateful. Now, y'all might say, Pharaoh, you defending white people. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I want people to be better. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Excuse me. I seen this shit long ago. This is why I don't teach motherfuckers to be pro-black. I teach people to be pro-whiteness. Be whiteness. Y'all niggas is so sloppy and disgusting, and I'm tired of y'all. And I'm taking what I built for myself, pro-whiteness. Y'all niggas is so sloppy and disgusting, and I'm tired of y'all. And I'm taking what I built for myself, by myself, righteously and honorably obtained. And I'm going on a roll with anybody who fuck with me. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck where you from, what you look like. If you are trying to make this world a better place, I can fuck with you on that.
That's like saying the white man came from something righteous. No, that's what the fuck you saying. No, he's talking about moral crime. Hold on, wait. Said is right? How did he morally become so corrupt like that? He was always that way. No, don't blame that shit on power. That's an evil thing. Yo, listen, hold on, wait.
Let me prove my point. Let's go back to the nigga video. Listen to this idiot.
It's really our time. We lost the indigenous tribe. We lost 1492 Grenada. We lost the Great Day. We lost 1490.
Mind you, family, this nigga is in front of a grocery store. Like, you bum ass, broke ass nigga. Why you not recording or filming in your house? Like, why are you not why are you outside in front of a fucking grocery store talking shit about white people? Now, y'all might say, Pharaoh, you defending white people. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
You on they shit. You don't even have nowhere to go. And then you got a goon mask on. Looking dumb as fuck. What the fuck is wrong with you? This nigga, yo, could you imagine? Could you imagine going to Walmart and this idiot is just in front of Walmart doing retarded shit like this? People coming out of Walmart and he just calling them crap. Listen, I'm gonna show you a video of like 5 different people coming out of Walmart and he calling them crackers. Now y'all might say, Pharaoh, you defending white people. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
What's wrong with this nigga? That's not, I don't want nothing to do with that. That's savage. You don't know these white people. You don't know if they good or bad. You don't know. You can't just be disrespecting people because they are white. Now, y'all might say, Pharaoh, you defending white people. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
This just goes to show you the mentality of these niggas, and I don't want nothing to do with it. And so I'm letting niggas know right now on the internet, okay? I don't give a fuck if y'all call me a coon.
You a coon, you a coon, you a coon.
I don't give a fuck what y'all call me. I am not approving bullying, or I'm not approving any negative antagonistic behavior towards no ethnic group for no reason. Now, y'all might say, Pharaoh, you defending white people. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
If we walking up the street and there's some white kids on the corner, you're not about to be robbing and beating motherfuckers in the excuse of slavery happened to you, because you don't know them. These might be, I'm not saying they're evil, but I'm not saying they're not. You don't know them. You don't know how they grew up. You don't know. You have not had one conversation with this white person to be trying to run down on them because you was enslaved before. Now, y'all might say, Pharaoh, you defending white people. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Y'all niggas is not, y'all non-progressive. Y'all have actually digressed to non-functional savages who can't function in society. And then you wonder why the mainstream media or people of certain statuses never fuck with black intellectuals, because y'all niggas are more destructive than you are productive. And then you outside with a goon mask on. So mind you, you look like you about to rob the motherfucker. And so if somebody would have called the police on this idiot and the police would have beat his ass, as they should have, do you know what this nigga would have been talking about? I was just trying to do an interview. He wouldn't have been telling people that he was out there antagonizing white people for no reason. Now, y'all might say, Pharaoh, you defending white people. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Y'all sloppy ass niggas is out here ruining our image and ruining everything in the name of nothing. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all embarrass me. And so I'm publicly letting the world know. Everybody, black, white, Chinese, I don't give a fuck what you are. I don't want nothing to do with these niggas. Now, y'all might say, Pharaoh, you defending white people. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I fuck with who supports me. Fuck that. Y'all not about to brainwash me to be loyal. No, I'm starting my own movement. Y'all can have the conscious community. I'm starting my own movement. We starting a pro-white righteous movement. That's what I'm starting. I'm pro-white righteous. That's what I'm with. And so I don't give a fuck. I'm saying it publicly. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I don't give a fuck who you is. Black, white, Chinese, whatever. If you can get with that, I can get with you. I'm willing to fuck with anybody who's willing to do that. Now, y'all might say, Pharaoh, you defending white people. No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
That's not African, brother. You see what I'm saying? Something is wrong with that. I'm not going. As long as I'm here, I'm gonna fight you on that. No, you gotta fight me. I'm gonna fight you on that, dog. You bull. Hold on. No, sir.
And there you go, family. And there y'all go. You know what I mean? That video about 3 years old or some shit like that or whatever. But yeah, I had to slap him around. You know what I mean? That weirdo got into a motherfucker, as you can see, he got into a fucking argument with some Moor or whatever. I don't know, Moors was clapping on him. And he got pissed off and started attacking black people as a whole, shitting on everybody pro-black, talking about how pro-black ain't shit and all this other shit. I'm pro-whiteous. Know what I mean? He was trying to say righteous, but it was really pro-whiteous. That's what he was trying to say, because that's what he is. He's pro-whiteous. And you can tell by his motherfucking rhetoric how this motherfucker sat up there. Then this motherfucker sat up there and tried to get everybody to jump on this Donald Trump train. Talking about some black people, we need to ride for Donald Trump. Because fuck that, we riding. We ride. I'm going to get all my brothers and sisters and we going to ride for Donald Trump. We going to ride out. We going to ride out. Who the fuck is we, motherfucker? We who? You going to ride the fuck out. You gonna ride the fuck out. You gonna ride the fuck out till that wheels fall off. And guess what? Wheels done fell the fuck off just the other motherfucking day. Them wheels off that wagon. Now you running around here hooting and hollering about racism. This is racist. Nah, motherfucker, race ain't a thing, motherfucker. You don't give a fuck what race they are. Right? It's about the content of the character. Ain't that what you just said in that video? Ain't what you on your MLK shit? When you about that content of the character bullshit up in that fucking video? So don't scream racism now, motherfucker. Go fuck yourself. See, this is what I can't stand about these fucking coons. These motherfuckers start trying to play the race card when it's fucking convenient. Go fuck yourselves. You like Candace Owens talking that racism shit back in her high school, making all that money, then turn around and start talking down about reparations and saying racism don't exist no more and all this other little fuck shit. All you coons get on my fucking nerves. All you coons. This motherfucker like, oh, y'all wonder why the mainstream media don't fuck with quote unquote black intellectuals and blah, 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 blah. First of all, how in the fuck are you gonna call, did you just call yourself a fucking black, did you just allude to the people that you are somehow a motherfucking black intellectual?
That was pathetic.
You can't be fucking serious. That's the first thing. Second thing, motherfucker, the mainstream media, because Fox and Newsmax and all these motherfuckers, that is the mainstream media, contrary to what you motherfuckers like to fucking put out there. Because y'all like to exclude all the conservative mainstream media spots when discussing the mainstream media. But you was about to be on the fucking mainstream media. You signed up to do that. And then they kicked your retarded pseudo ass the fuck off of it. And gave you a fucking nigga wake up call.
Coon alert.
As they should. As they should. And then you want motherfuckers to sit up here, want to play the race card. You want everybody to jump up and defend you. Everybody, all black people jump up and defend young Pseudo because the white man is picking on him. Oh, the white man, he picking on me. Oh, he don't want me to do this. Oh, now he trying to cancel me. And then da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Which is hilarious, by the way, like Renee said. This is fucking hilarious. You getting canceled on an event that's supposed to be promoting uncanceling people. Right. And you thought you had a fucking friend, didn't you? You thought you had a friend. You thought that shit included you. You thought when they was talking all that hot shit about cancel culture and uncanceling cancel culture and all this other shit, you thought all that hot shit was about you. They woke your ass up quick, didn't they? They woke you up quick than a motherfucker. Stupid son of a bitch. Good for you. Good for you. Go run back and make a fucking song about it. Go cry and make a song about it. Since you want to be a motherfucking MC so fucking bad, that garbage ass fucking music. How you gonna be running around here calling yourself a fucking, you probably told them fuckers you was a rapper too. Fucking MC my ass. MC, what?
How, Sway? How, Sway?
I don't know. I don't get it. But that's a whole different topic. I don't want to start slapping around these rappers out here. Gonna turn some other shit. I mean, but the nerve of these clowns. This pseudo-ass motherfucker. This motherfucker, I'm telling y'all family, y'all have no clue. This motherfucker used to be so I say used to be like this is like I'm speaking in past tense, like this motherfucker all of a sudden now he ain't pseudo no more. But I'm just talking about it was like this motherfucker been pseudo as fuck. Let me show y'all motherfuckers how pseudo he is. And how motherfuckers you just catch his ass like every other day in another fucking lie. And some more pseudo information just exposing this weirdo. Let's get into this real quick.
Now I want to show you the awakening of these genes in black people. Okay? I'm going to show you that. The people keep saying, Pharaoh, so you go do superhuman shit. And this, that, and the third. I'm going to show you some superhuman shit that niggas can't do every day. You ain't seen this shit on cops. Who the fuck doing shit like that? Who doing shit like that? I'm playing one more motherfucking time. Oh, here it goes. Who you know? Who doing shit like that?
Did y'all see that bullshit? Did y'all see that bullshit? That motherfucker was up there giving a lecture to the people, telling motherfuckers people got alien DNA. And I got visual proof of it. It showed these two dudes flipping over 3 cars, but failed to show everybody that they actually use trampolines to do this shit. And he pushed this shit off as if these motherfuckers got Zion Williams mixed in with some Vince Carter and some Dominique Wilkins and some motherfucking let's throw in David Thompson for my old school motherfuckers. Like he had like all the motherfuckers combined mixed into one. They drunk some dunk contest elixir, and all of a sudden this motherfucker jumped through the fucking roof. What they did with their alien DNA. I mean, this shit is disgusting. But this is the type of weirdo shit this motherfucker be doing. Scamming motherfuckers. He just recently scammed the shit out of these motherfucking Europeans. Because these Europeans are just discovering him, right? Like he brand new to these Europeans, so that's a whole new grip, right? See, these Europeans don't know who they dealing with. They just brought that motherfucker a house. They literally just brought him a house. He just moved out of his motherfucking grandmother's house into his own house now. And he did that because he told motherfuckers he had a case, a lawsuit against YouTube for censorship. And those Europeans flooded his GoFundMe. They flooded that shit. Them motherfuckers dropped so much cake up in there. Can't nobody find any motherfucking lawsuit nowhere. No lawsuit anywhere. Ain't no lawsuit filed. No lawyers hired. Nothing. But he took all that GoFundMe money and brought a house. Scared the shit out of those Europeans. So I don't feel bad for no fucking young pseudo. He over there scamming those Europeans. If those Europeans cut his ass off, what the fuck he care? He done already got a house out of them fuckers. With his bullshit. Being their mouthpiece. Now this motherfucker will get up here and cry about racism and do the QAnon backpedal. After they done kicked his ass to the curb. Now he don't know nothing about QAnon. Man, get your weirdo ass up out of here. That's all the fuck you talk about. That's all you've been talking about, that weirdo QAnon fuck shit. The fucking lame. Can't be serious. Take this motherfucker. Family, don't take this motherfucker serious. Then this motherfucker said, oh, we gonna work together. We gonna work together. Black people and white people, we gonna take down the deep state. White people and black people gonna take down the deep state. This motherfucker's a fucking joke. What happened? Young Pseudo, what happened? What happened, young Pseudo? Talk to me, Doc. What happened to that deep state you and your Caucasian brothers was going to take down? Remember, I got your back, brother. I got your back, brother. What happened, Doc? Why your brothers cancel you like that? How you gonna let your brothers cancel you like that? Young Pseudo? That's ridiculous. You gonna let them play you like that, Doc? Man, I'm laughing at you, dog. I'm laughing, and everybody else should be laughing at your clown ass. Should nobody be mad? Should nobody have the cape on? Nobody. Motherfuckers is a joke. Coon ass nigga snack eating fucking weirdos. Good for you.
Snacks, buddy.
Nigga, what you eating now?
Snacks,
Nigga, what you eating now? Nigga, what you munching on? Yo, nigga, what you nibbling on? Nigga, what you eating now? Nigga, what you munching on? Yo, nigga, what you nibbling on? Nigga, what you eating now? Nigga, what you munching on? Yo, nigga, what you nibbling on?
And there you go, motherfucker. I hope you're full. You was begging for them. You've been begging for them for years. You have a whole motherfucking basement full of them motherfuckers from top to bottom. Cases of those motherfuckers. Big ass wooden cases of nigga snacks. Surprised you ain't got an endorsement deal with those motherfuckers, you son of a bitch. Anyways, let me get ready to pass the mic back to Renee. I know she want to get back up in here. Renee, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm glad you played the not played, but I'm glad you posted that pic or whatever, talking about I got your back. And then what was funny, I put in the group chat and somebody was like, it had the nerve to had a Malcolm X t-shirt on the person in the cartoon. Malcolm X would have never been down with none of that crap. You sitting up here aligning with, quote, patriots. What do you think patriots are? We all know that's a term, to try to clean up a white supremacist at the end of the day. And he was with something called the 1776 March or 1776, whatever it was supposed to be. And this was going on right before the election. And what boggles my mind is in 1776, Black people was in chains. In 1776, your ancestors were owned as property. Like, slavery was legal in this country. So, like, how the hell would you ever align with some white people under the pretenses of 1776? And at what point, y'all, are we gonna really understand a lot of these types of things? I literally said this on the last show, how white supremacy is like a computer that gets upgraded over time. So they're always looking for ways to, use different terminology, use different phrases or whatnot to try to recharacterize themselves as not being white supremacists, right? But we already know what it is. Just like, you know, you got that whole situation that went down on January 6th. Like, all them people was white supremacists running up in there. You had one of the brothers who worked for the Capitol Police who did an interview. I don't know if y'all saw this. I think it was with ABC News. And this man is like 6'7". I think he said he's 6'7", 6'6", like 200 something pounds, like solid big dude. And he said how these people was, man, it was something else. It was crazy how they was running down on them. And he was saying that, you know, they was out there, they wasn't biting their tongue. They was nigger, 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 nigger. And he said some white heifer, one of these MAGA people with her MAGA gear on, said, hey guys, hey, this nigger right here voted for Biden. This nigger voted for Biden, guys. And, you know, all of them just start, you know, attacking him and things like that. And it's just a horrible thing that you have people like this that's leading Black people to slaughter. And for some reason, they think that they're better than the Democrats. That's what I don't get. How are you any better than any of the Black people that's pushing Biden or whatever? Like, how are you better than them? Like, that makes no sense. And so, you know, and here's my thing too, right? So is MAGA gonna boycott? Is MAGA gonna boycott CPAC for him? Are his patriot brothers and sisters gonna hold him down? Are his patriot brothers and sisters already acting like they don't know who the hell he is? They don't care nothing about him getting canceled. Now, mind you, these are the same people who talk all this stuff about being anti-cancel culture. MAGA constantly talks about how they're against that. But now the young Pharaohs cancel, guess what? They on to the next. They looking for the next so-called thug nigga. They looking for the next fast-talking nigga that they can use for their own purposes. You know, just like when you see that chick, Angela Stanton King, that was what her role was to be, because they consider her, you know, she's somebody who's an ex-con, because, you know, their views of Black people always has to be the most negative, you know, the most negative characteristics. So somebody who's been locked up or whatever, you know, they deem that to be relatable to all Black people, right? All Black people relate to somebody who's done hard time in prison, right? So they get these people once they get out and everything else, and then they use these people to go out here and do all of this fast talking. Because see, when you look at somebody like a Candace Owens, it's certain places that Candace Owens is not going to be able to get into, because we already know she's a coon. She's already whitewashed. She's already down with all of that, right? But somebody like a Angela Stanton King, who calls themselves being, you know, whatever, talking slick or whatever, talking hood speak, however you want to put it. And so somebody who's not as, you know, polished in terms of white supremacy, if you will. And so they use somebody like that to try to appeal to the average Black person, because that's what they think the average Black person is. The average Black person is somebody who relates to being a convict, somebody who relates to being, you know, tell it like it is type of thing. And so these are the people that they use. Just like amongst, you know, the men or whatever, you'll have other different people who are like, what's the dude's name? I can't even think of the dude's name. The one who was eating that chicken, and he's down with Trump. But people like that, they know are gonna only get but so far with Black people. So yet again, they'll roll somebody out like young Pharaoh, who they feel is more relatable to Black people. He talks niggerese, if you will. I hate even saying that, but I'm saying in their mind. So therefore, they got a better shot at using somebody like him to appeal to Black people. And it's just like, you know, at the end of the day, I think young Pharaoh is he's an intelligent young Black man. He's intelligent enough to understand what's going on. But see, he's doing it for his own benefit. He's doing it because there's money behind it. And then one of his responses was, he got $50,000, right, for the best, send your best rabbi to debate me. I got 50,000 on it. And see right there, that was another red flag. And I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, what do that got to do with the price of tea in China? You know damn well these Jewish people don't give a damn about none of that, because guess what? They can get your ass silenced just like that, just how they did. They ain't got to worry about nobody debating you. Who's like what? They probably like debate you for what? They don't have to establish the validity of their religion or whatever, because they already got the power. They already got the resources. They already got the position. They got your ass put out of CPAC. So how in the hell do you think they got an answer to something to you? That was a foolish thing to even say. But in saying that, I'm thinking 50K. So who's bankrolling you? Because I'm sorry, and I ain't trying to count nobody's pockets or whatever, but I just don't believe that kind of money's sitting around. It's somebody that's bankrolling that. It's somebody that's willing to cut that check on something like that. And let's be clear, a lot of these conservatives don't like Jews anyway. They always talking about Jews. That's why, even though in this case they had to oust him, they still endorsed a lot of that because they talk about Jews, and a lot of them, they say the Holocaust, some of them say the Holocaust never happened. A lot of them also may downplay it and different things like that. So they don't have a problem with that. But like I said, when it gets too hot, you're going to be the first to go. When it gets too hot. And I mentioned earlier that I don't think it's just about that. Because like I said, it's not to me just about that. That's a key. That's a part. The COVID conspiracy stuff and QAnon stuff, that's a part. But like I said, to me too, it's some of the connections, because just this past Sunday, him and Seti had did a stream, and I like Seti, but him and Seti had did a stream about Malcolm X or whatnot. And I feel like, and this literally was like right before, this was like a couple of days before this story actually came out, or it was about a day or two before this story came out. So to me, and what he was saying was that it happened so quick. Like he barely knew that he was going to be doing it, and they pulled it from underneath him. So I feel like that was something fresh. That was something fresh that he had recently just did too. And so I'm pretty sure if they was looking into Seti and Seti's rhetoric, and this is somebody he aligns himself with, and all of the things that Seti does say about white folks, all of the things he says, calling the truth out on them, they didn't like that. So I think that was another part in this thing. And I think they ended up seeing him as more of an issue than maybe, otherwise. If that hadn't have been the case, if he hadn't had any, alignment with Seti or certain other things, maybe they could pin on him. I think he would have still been able to be on the panel. He still would have been able to speak. It still would have been okay, in my opinion. I can't prove that, but I definitely think it was bigger than just saying the whole. And then on his response video, he was saying how, his role was to not only speak in terms of, promoting conservatism. And I'm like, promoting being a conservative, like what? So wait a minute, you a conservative? And I told y'all this before, like Dr. A.S. Wilson said, like he asked Black conservatives, what are you conserving? What is it that you're conserving? Because the truth about conservatives is they uphold the Constitution, right? That's typically what conservatives are about. They're about the Constitution, the original Constitution, and supposedly what it meant and stood for, and all of the white people that signed it, and all of that goes along with that. For Black people, why would you ever be a conservative? What would it be that you're conserving? Because we know when the original Constitution was written, again, we were in chattel slavery. And that later, even with them making an amendment to the Constitution, it left the clause in there for mass incarceration, which Black people suffered from more than anybody else. So why would you ever be a Black conservative? What are you trying to hold on to? What from the past What from yesteryear are you holding on when it comes to Black people? There's nothing to hold on to. Black people's history in this country has always been one of oppression. It's always been one of brutality against us. So it's a ridiculous concept to even have a Black conservative in the first place. And let me be clear, that's not me then saying that Black people should be Democrats, because so many people, again, have this false dichotomy. It's got to be either or. No, I support neither. But I'm just saying, in his case, he called himself, playing for the conservative side. So again, the question would have to be asked, what are you conserving? So yeah, this whole thing is just, it's ridiculous, y'all.
It's really ridiculous. Like I said, this dude's a clown. He's always been a fucking clown. You know what I mean? Always get up on here talking crazy to everybody. You know what I mean? I'm surprised ain't nobody going his fucking mouth yet, to be honest with you. Because he talks crazy to everybody. That little motherfucker be talking reckless. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, I remember he used to always try to pull the whole young versus old shit. He used to always have people, like, try to stir up the whole age thing. Oh, these motherfuckers just mad at me because I'm young and they old and they don't like young people, intelligent young people trying to take their spot and all this. So, my motherfucker, only spot you try to take is those pseudo ass old heads. You the young pseudo motherfucker trying to take the old pseudo motherfucking spot. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I bang on both of you motherfuckers. This shit about your pseudo ass fake information and your coonish ways and your obvious scamming. You remember the credit card you was scamming with that bullshit? Remember you was pushing off that status correction bullshit? That fraudulent shit, what happened to that? You just chase grip after grip after grip after grip. You've been doing it for years. And then when people call you out on it, you try to act all tough and shit. Get your punk ass out of here too with that bullshit, man.
Who the fuck is you, the conscious Hulk Hogan? You the conscious Hulk Hogan? Papa Smurf?
Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I mean, I'm up there threatening Corey Holcomb, threatening Cy Netter, threatening, who else he done threatened? The whole Amara squad. Motherfucker done threatened, he threatened these motherfuckers. Actually, no, he didn't. He know better than threaten them. He don't threaten white people, I forgot. He don't threaten white people. He know better. You know what I mean? He'll talk a little bit of shit, whatever case may be. He ain't gonna threaten them. He threatened the fuck out of Black people. He'll threaten the fuck out of Black people, punk ass motherfucker. You won't threaten those white people that canceled your ass now, will you? And you know better. You know better. You know your massa is, motherfucker. You know better. You know your massa is. Sitting up here, now you want to praise Malcolm X after you done lied on that man years ago. Years ago, straight up lied on that man. That motherfucker did a goddamn video promoting a lie that he created, saying Malcolm was getting threatened by all these Black parents because he got all these Black kids killed during the movement. So all these Black parents was calling him up, calling Malcolm up, bitching about getting their kids killed, and Malcolm ain't do shit but hang up in their face. He said this lie in a fucking video and promoted that shit until he got roasted, cooked, and debunked. And then that motherfucker stopped regurgitating that dumb shit. Malcolm ain't never, everybody, who? What parents was calling Malcolm X complaining about him getting their kids killed? Malcolm ain't get nobody killed. What are you talking about? Who? What kids are you talking about? Who? Nation of Islam kids? Who? Lying ass sack of shit. Now you want to praise Malcolm. Get your ass fuck out of here, dog. Get your ass fuck out of here. Got motherfucking little pictures with Malcolm shirts on. Yo, get your fake ass the fuck up out of here, son. You ain't never roll with Malcolm. Get your ass out of here. Now you want to roll Malcolm because it's fashionable to. Because the white conservatives like Malcolm. because the white conservatives heard the ballot and the bullet. Ever since the white conservatives heard ballot and the bullet about 5 years ago, now all of a sudden they don't got no problem with Malcolm now. Because now they can use Malcolm to promote their conservatism. Because they think that motherfucking speech was about Malcolm pushing conservatism. He wasn't. He wasn't. Right? That's a whitewashed understanding of that speech that Malcolm gave. That conservatives like to push around. The ballot of the bullet was about beating down both parties. Not just one party. You dumb motherfucker. Y'all don't even know what that speech was about. That motherfucker's dumb, man. Now motherfuckers gonna sit up here, you wanna use Malcolm to push Trump. Go fuck yourself. Malcolm wouldn't have fucked with no Donald Trump. Go fuck yourself. Your weird old coon ass is fucking with fucking Trump. Malcolm wouldn't have fucked with Biden either. He wouldn't have fucked with neither one of those motherfuckers. He would have roasted you for picking a side. You dumb motherfucker. He'd have reminded you that this ain't our fight. And that capital situation will prove such. Because that was nothing but white on white crime. That was white conservatives committing violent acts on white liberals. This ain't our fight. Sick of trying to explain this to motherfuckers. I'll get too emotionally invested in this shit. Anyways, I'm about to start going down a whole different rabbit hole. You ready, Pat? Renee, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I done got up in there on this. I mean, it's just ridiculous. We gonna see what happens, but I really, really, really want to know, where is MAGA at? Just like with the young brother who was in the Capitol riot, and when they didn't give him bail, where was MAGA at going off behind that situation? When all these white folk got bail, and these people came from out of town on private jets and everything, get to go to Mexico on vacation, honey, get to do it all. Get to do it all. And this boy was denied bail. He's 20 years old, he's homeless, and he's documented as having mental illness. And they didn't care. So like, MAGA talks a game, right? Supposedly, it ain't about color. It's about all people. We're patriots for America, right? Ain't that what MAGA be saying? But why, when it comes down to the black folk, like, you ain't got their back though, right? Like right now, y'all should be boycotting CPAC. Right now, y'all should be going hard in the paint against CPAC, because y'all favorite black boy for Trump, they done sat up and censored him. You guys done canceled him, and the damn event's supposed to be uncanceled. So you gotta explain that. So where the Patriots at? I'm trying to see the Patriots. And I ain't talking about Bill Belichick and them. I'm trying to see these Patriots across this country, honey. And them being against cancel culture. And this black man getting canceled. Imagine that. By the anti-cancel culture people, by the this one by the mainstream. And see, I noticed that in his response, he kept trying to deflect to the mainstream. No, bruh. No, this was your peoples. This was your fellow patriots, your brothers and sister patriots that canceled you. These is the people that's supposed to be down with you. They canceled you. The Trumpites canceled you. And here's my thing. So he said, if anything happened to Trump, we ride. We ride. I don't care. Whatever. Anything, anybody do something, anybody trying to run up on Trump, trying to harm Trump, anything with Trump, we ride. So my question is Trump riding for you? Because Trump is the keynote speaker. Trump got a lot of pull. The party right now, the conservatives, it's all Trump, boo-boo. It's all Trump. If you ain't on the Trump train, you over there. You might as well be a Democrat at this point. So Trump got a lot of pull. And I'm pretty sure if Trump said, no, I want him to go ahead and speak, you will be able to speak. So you hold Trump down, you get on the stream trying to tap dance as to why Trump should be down with you, and Trump don't give a damn. Like, I'm pretty sure Trump has heard the news about this story, or because I mean, he's gonna want to know like who was there, who's speaking, who else is gonna be involved, or whatever the case may be, and he don't give a damn. And you sitting up talking about you gonna ride for him, honey. Ain't that about a witch? Like, this stuff is hilarious. Like, you can't even make this stuff up. Like, this will be too much of like, I mean, this would be damn near unbelievable if like you just made this story up. For things to pan out the way they did, with him talking about riding for Trump, and then on the back end, when he's going to be at an event that Trump is speaking at and has tons of pull, they cancel him. All the anti-cancel people cancel them. So yeah, that it is what it is. You know, he found out the hard way, and the thing about it is, you know, this probably ain't over, because again, these people don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Once them people know what's really good, oh, they know what's really good. And they like to make examples out of people, and black folk always gonna get it the hardest. Black folk always gonna get it the worst. These white folk, you got tons of these conservative white people over the years that have said all kind of anti-Semitic things, and they're never gonna go as hard at them as they will at somebody like a young Pharaoh. So he got some more stuff coming down the pipeline. And like I said, for this Media Matters for America or whatever, supposed to be, so I guess they can call shots like this, or they can place pressure. Well, then why are they doing a tribute to Rush Limbaugh? Like, if it's about that, right? If it's really just about that, then how are they upholding Rush Limbaugh? He died. They might put up a little visual and say, okay, well, yeah, he died or whatever. But no, they giving like a full-on tribute to this man, like a full-on honor to this man. So anyway, they just a bunch of hypocrites at the end of the day. And y'all can run around here if you want to, saying you patriots. Y'all can run around here if you want to, upholding that QAnon BS, saying it ain't really about race. It's about the elites. It's about the corrupt people. It don't have nothing to do with race. You say all that you want to say. And guess what? When you get that wake-up call, don't come talking to me. Don't come trying to crawl back to black people. Because, see, that's what's going to happen now. That's already what's been happening. Don't try to come back around to black people now. You stay right on over there where you was at. I'm done.
I know that's right. Kooky ass motherfucker. Then this motherfucker got on some other motherfucking conspiracy shit. This motherfucker immediately got on some conspiracy shit and said, family. George Soros. It was George Soros who got me motherfucking canceled. Not George Soros. Wait, what? That motherfucker literally said George Soros got him canceled. Like, he literally spooked this shit out. He literally was talking about George Soros, the deep state, the New World Order. They're trying to take him down. He immediately started playing this whole conspirator victimhood shit, where Big Brother's out to get him. It's really disgusting. It's really disgusting. Like, yeah, you're really that important for George Soros to shut you down, right? Right. Because George Soros is a racist, and he ain't want to shut down the other conspirators. He just wanted to get your black ass out of there because, yeah, he's black. He's a black racist white guy who promotes Black Lives Matter, but obviously black conspiracies do not matter. So therefore, he got your black ass defunct up out of there. That's what you're telling us? Really? That's what you're telling us. Okay. All right, you got it. Motherfuckers is nutty. These motherfuckers is nutty as fuck. These motherfuckers are delusional. These motherfuckers are detached from reality. That's why I always tell you motherfuckers stay clear away from these weirdos. When you see them, these super woke motherfuckers, these motherfuckers so fucking woke that the motherfuckers ain't sleeping motherfucking in years, that they motherfucking hallucinating. That's the problem. Some of these motherfuckers too woke. They need to get some sleep so they can stop having that fucking disease. What's that shit called again? Sleep what? Sleep, I forgot the name of that shit. But that shit is fucking them up when you lack sleep and you can't you can't think straight. Yeah, some of y'all motherfuckers too woke. Some of you motherfuckers need to get some fucking sleep. Y'all need a nap. Some of you super woke motherfuckers, y'all need a fucking nap. For real. That fake ass bullshit y'all motherfuckers be on. I'll get the fuck out of here. The hell wrong with these weirdos, family? Cal, what's up? Leotis, what's up? Unsunken, what's up? Dina, what's up? Who else? Elaine, what's up? Miss FedEx, what's up? My Backyard, what's up? Who else came up in here? Asher, what's good? Back to Love. Al, I've already said Al earlier. Nappy, what's good? Who else? Stephanie, if I say you earlier, my fault. Rashid, what's up? Let me see. Who else? Born Invincible was good. Yeah, shout out to everybody else. Everybody see Free the Green was good. Anybody else came up in here, shout out to you. Know what I mean? But yeah. I mean, family, we just had to hammer all this shit home. We had to slap this motherfucker around and clown him for his coonery coming full circle and him getting his fucking nigga fucking wake up call, which is always a good thing. Again, we support nigga wake up calls around here. We support that shit. More Negroes should get them. And whenever them motherfuckers happen, we'll be right here to cover the story. And remind these coon-ass Negroes of all the fuck shit they said in the fucking past. And why we don't want to hear they coonery tears shedding all over the fucking place. We cool on that. Handle this shit. Go handle this shit your motherfucking self. Get some of your white friends to help you out. That's what the fuck you do. Got time for this foolishness. See, shout to let's see, the rose that grew the concrete, grew from concrete.
Revolution has come. Time to pick up the gun.
All right, and shout out to Yaba. Appreciate the super chat. Said peace to Psycho Renee. I just stopped by to leave a thumbs up and super chat to support Black media. I'm about to head out and spend some time with the beautiful wife. Peace, fam. Good night. All right, Yaba. I appreciate that. Thanks for coming through. Now, I mean, I feel you. Go have fun tonight. Let's see. It always is the same. Why they keep trying to do the same thing? I don't know, Elaine. I don't know. It makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. These Negroes, you know why? Negroes got egos, right? And these silly ass cool Negroes ain't no different. These motherfuckers got fucking egos. They think they different, right? They think just like motherfuckers that be out in the block hustling. You be like, why motherfucker out there hustling when they know you probably is gonna end up locked up or dead and everything, this, that, and third, because they think they different. They think they can do it better than the other motherfucker, and I won't get caught. He got caught, that's because he's dumb. I would have never did that dumb shit he did to get caught. I'm gonna go out here and I ain't gonna get caught because I ain't gonna do that dumb shit he did. I'm different, right? And then they get caught. Motherfucker, I ain't gonna go out there and get killed like that motherfucker got killed. He got killed doing some dumb shit. I ain't gonna do that dumb shit and get killed. Go out there and poof. Gone, 6 feet under. Right? And motherfuckers just think they different. Right? Motherfuckers think they can do shit better or different than the previous motherfucker. So, therefore, this ain't gonna happen to me the way it happened to them. Oh no, Negro. You gonna get that wake-up call too. And you best believe Negroes like me is just sitting back, patient as fuck, waiting for it to happen. Because when it happens, I'm totally the I told you so Negro. I am the I told you so Negro, and I'm going to let you know that I told you so while I'm giggling my fucking ass off. I'm going to mock you. I am going to clown you. And I'm not going to give a fuck about nothing that happens to you after whatever thing happened. I ain't going to give a fuck. That's just me. Know what I mean? But you Negroes, what? Y'all was different. Y'all was the different Negro. Okay, well, go be the different Negro. Go be the black person, right? You was the black person, right? Everybody else was niggas and you was the black person. Okay. Well, go be the black person then. Go be the black person, and I'm gonna be over here being this nigga. And when you get your nigga wake-up call, go find some white people to help your black ass the fuck out. And don't come over here with us niggas wanting some assistance. Because you're a black person. And black people, white people fuck with black people, right? They don't fuck with niggas. So go find some white people to help your black ass the fuck out. And don't ask us niggas shit. Straight up. That's how I feel. Fuck. Fuck. Renee, you there? I know Renee about TAP.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know what you want to do, Renee.
Oh, it's up to it's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Well, I mean, you know, we done got it pretty much everything out, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? I know you tired and everything. Renee tired, y'all. Renee tired, Renee don't like the motherfucking sleep at night. She gonna get some sleep tonight though.
Mm-hmm.
It was always good, Renee. Yeah, you got anything you want to say before we head out?
No, I think we pretty much, we went there about it. Yeah, if you want to stay on, we can. I mean, it's up to you.
I told you, it's up to you, Renee. What do you want to do?
I'm good. I mean, I'm gonna fall back regardless. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I was ready. I was about to ready to sign off. That's what I said. Like, you got something you want to say before we get out here?
No. Nothing. Thank y'all for coming through. These people will never learn. These Negroes will never learn. It's just like Psycho said, the whole ego idea that it ain't me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't being me yet. And see, if I get up in there, this is what I'm gonna do. So it's a bunch of ego stuff going on. But yeah, hopefully it's some people that learn from other people's mistakes, but you know, a lot of times that's not likely. But anywho, other than that, thank y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know Psycho's gonna be back in a couple of days. I'll probably come through. We'll see. Now I'm probably gonna come through this Saturday. But yeah, and then we're gonna be coming back with some stuff for y'all. I wanna really delve into certain things and really get back into like chopping up a lot of real information. But I'm sorry, y'all, we did have to talk about this today because it just needed to be discussed. Because it's one of them things of like, yeah, I told you so. You feel me? And yeah, so we had to say something about this. And yeah, other than that, that's really about it that I have to say. And shout out to Yapo. Thank you. We appreciate the super chat. And yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'll holler at y'all on the next one.
All right. That's what's up. And yeah, family, please do me a favor. Please click like, share, and subscribe. You know what I mean? It's very important that you click like, get us out in the algorithm. It's also important that you share, let people know we breathing. And it's also important that you subscribe, because if you subscribe, you'll be notified every time that we do anything on this channel. As a matter of fact, actually, you might not be notified. So you can be notified. What you also need to do is not forget to hit this notification bell. This is very important because this will make sure that you're notified every time we go live, upload a video, make a community tab post, whatever the case may be. So yeah, make sure you hit that bell because sometimes it's the only way you can find us. Be a part of the notification gang. And yeah, to my haters out there, y'all already know what it is. It's about that time. If you haven't already, we had one premature person, but that's fine. Yeah. To the other haters, if you had any issues with anything you heard tonight, by all means, express yourself. I don't turn off my ratings. Get it off right now by clicking dislike. Still share this motherfucker. And then you might want to unsubscribe. You know what I mean? Because you got a problem when us smacking around a fucking coon ass scamming conspirator, then I already know. You ain't on none of these motherfuckers right here, and your ass need to get on some of these shit and get your mind right. Also, family, please consider becoming a Patreon. You know what I mean? If you become a Patreon, you have access to any stream I do, whether I keep it up, whether I take it down. I also have exclusive content on there, and I also have no limits on there. So, you know, whatever you think the channel's worth, that's what you donate. All donations given does go towards the production of the show. As always, I want to shout out all my Patreon out there. I owe y'all a live stream. I know I do. I got y'all. I was just real tired last night because the night before we did 5 hours. I was exhausted. So yeah, I got y'all though. You know what I mean? And yeah, let me see. Also, family, please follow me on Twitter and the gram at SYKOPATHeist, spelled the same way as the channel. You know what I mean? And also, family, please subscribe to all our channels. This is also very important because sometimes we might have to bounce around from channel to channel. And just in case we do, you want to keep on top of everywhere we at. And yeah, as always, family, if you out here looking for any artwork, logos, designs, whatever the case may be, please consider hitting up our sister Renee at Renee Black Graphics on Facebook. Also, if you're looking for any t-shirts, hoodies, or coffee mugs, all custom designs, please consider hitting up her store as well. All these links will be in the description, as always. So yes, please show our sister some love. And yes, y'all will see me again on Saturday on my Wake and Bake. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, family, y'all already know where it is. Know what I mean? I want to shout out everybody for coming through. I appreciate all y'all. Shout out to my D. Shout out to Yaba for the super chat. And shout out to everybody else out there might have been listening in the clouds. I want to give a peace and black power out there to everybody. Holla black at your boy and your girl. We out.
Battle anybody, I don't care, you die. Battle anybody, I don't care, you die. Battle anybody, I don't care, you die.
Yeah.
Battle any, I accept.
Yep.
They all fine.
Yep. Let's go.